Hello everyone, welcome to Nightghost49, channel news, and just kind of an update on what's going on recently. So we're going to do the same format we always do, which is actual channel news first, which we're going to talk about a schedule, we're going to talk about what's been going on in the channel, and just what our plans and goals are. And then we're going to talk about what's going on with me, and kind of go from there. So, first thing, thanks for everybody who's been showing support recently. I do appreciate it. There's been an interesting influx of new people and a bit of an exodus of old people. And I'm going to go ahead and address that right now. Some of you have noticed that I've started to do streaming on Twitch. You may have also noticed that I've become quite a bit more annoying, and I apologize. I'm learning Twitch's export program. It's not the best. In fact, I don't really like it. I need to do something a bit more hands-on. I can't just blindly throw things around. So I apologize for that. So the one day I did a long stream and I let Twitch upload in 15-minute segments. Mistake. That was a huge mistake. It was just stupid. Like, so many notifications came out and it was dumb. So if I want to do just a straight export to YouTube, I'll do it as one main file as much as I can, as much as Twitch will let me do that. I'm a bit hoarse. I'm gonna take a drink. Gosh, cords everywhere. That's actually another thing. Let's talk about. No, let's keep going with Twitch for a minute. I like Twitch. I think it's great. I like the instant interaction. I like the face cam. It's not something that's terribly popular right now with my channel and my followers, but it's something that I'm learning and we're doing new. But I've decided and I realized it's difficult to know what the heck I'm doing every week if I don't have a schedule. So I'm doing a schedule, not just for Twitch, but for YouTube. So here it is. I wrote it down on my handy-dandy notebook. So here we go. So Mondays, I would like to stream on Monday nights. And I'm in Mountain Time, so I will probably start around... I'll probably start every stream around 8:30. I'd like to do 8:15, but 8:30 is kind of the goal because, I've got the kids and I've got to get home from work and I'm exhausted and need to eat. And it's not the best time for everybody. It really isn't. But there's some night owls out there that would like to watch something, and I've met a handful of them, and they're great people on Twitch. So Monday will be Skyrim, and that's just Skyrim for right now. Skyrim's not the most popular thing. I may switch it up. In fact, I probably will. But as for right now, I want to keep going. I've got one save. We're doing the Conan the Barbarian challenge. So if you haven't seen that, it's kind of fun. Tuesday and Wednesday is going to be what I'm going to call a wild card night, because there's other meetings going on at night. My wife has meetings for work and just other extracurricular activities and things like that. Excuse me. It's been horrible, like allergies and a bit of a cold. Just sucks. So Tuesday night, what I'll be doing is YouTube. It's stuff that I can control quite a bit more. I plan on doing 7 Days to Die and possibly some Skyrim. I just have to see how much time I have at night and then do those uploads. Wednesday, I'm going to do YouTube as well, and that'll be Skyrim and Space Engineers. Now, the reason I say wildcard, if I get a lot of requests or if it becomes a bit more popular, I'll probably alternate doing on Twitch as well, which means I might stream a little later. I may do some YouTube and then jump on and do Twitch. I haven't entirely decided, but those nights I kind of have to leave loosey-goosey just because of my schedule and my wife's schedule and the kids and all that real life stuff that's just terribly fun to think about. So I wish I had a more solid schedule for those days, but I don't. The other ones, let's see. Thursday, I plan on doing Twitch, and I'm not entirely sure what I want to do there. I think I'm going to do 7 days, but I know it's hard during the week for people to join. So I know I will be doing Twitch. I don't know if I'm going to be doing like you guys pick or what, but I plan on streaming Thursday nights. Fridays, It's going to be funny, and you guys are going to know way more about me, I think, than you did before. I want to leave that open for date night. I like to take my wife out on a date every now and then, but we're pretty tired by the end of the week. We both work really hard. We work 40 plus hours a week and take care of the kids, and so I want to leave that open. It's basically a wild card. I could easily not stream or do YouTube that night. I know that's kind of prime time for a lot of people, especially with streaming, but I have to make that a priority first, so I hope you understand and respect that. But if you see me online streaming, you'll know that I'm being terribly boring and not going on a date, or my wife's tired or out of town, because she goes out of town for work quite a bit. So that's kind of the reasoning there. Anyway, so that's Friday night. Now Saturday's going to be the busier day. I plan on streaming at noon Mountain Time for at least 2 hours, 2 to 3 hours. And right now I plan on doing 7 Days to Die. That is probably my most popular when it comes to streaming and bringing in new people. Sorry, it's like dust in here. And then Saturday's going to be kind of a double feature. I am going to also stream, let's see, I'll do my 8:15, 8:30 stream as well, and that one I'll either do 7 days or like Skyrim, or just pick something else based upon what everybody kind of interacts in the chat and also with Twitter. Sunday, I don't know yet. I'm probably gonna have to do YouTube on Sunday. There's no really getting around that. Middle of my day on Sundays usually busy. Sometimes it's not, and then I'll probably stream, but that's kind of my plan there. Now that's my schedule. So Monday is streaming with Skyrim. Tuesday and Wednesday are wild cards. I may stream, I may do YouTube, but 7 Days to Die and Space Engineers will fit within that. What else? Thursday is streaming. I haven't fully decided on the game there yet. Friday is going to be date night, and Saturday is our bigger day. We're going to stream twice that day, noon Mountain Time for a couple hours at least, and then also at 8:15 or 8:30 Mountain Time for at least 2 or 3 hours, probably more like 3 or 4. And then Sunday, I just haven't decided yet on Sunday, so that one's kind of still up in the air. But on that note, I've realized a handful of things. There's a lot of stuff I don't know. I'm still learning a lot about broadcasting, about streaming, about YouTube in general, and social media. Like, let's be honest, I don't know everything, and I don't really do the best. My thumbnails, I think my Skyrim ones are the best. But that's because Skyrim is gorgeous, and that doesn't have much to do with me besides pulling in mods and getting the right shots. Excuse me. So, I'm not the most inclined when it comes to creative thinking in that way. So my thumbnails, I'd like to start improving them. I may start pulling them from actual video itself. I have a better program now that will render my software, or software that will render my videos. So it's a possibility. I want to start improving those. But I've also realized I don't really have a waiting page on Twitch. Normally people will go on, turn on Twitch, let the page run for a few minutes because the stream takes 30 seconds to catch up. So that's something I don't have right now. I don't have a follower tracker on my system that I stream with. I don't have a donation section, which, wow, I just kind of jumped into that territory right away. Let's see. Let me make a note about that right now. We're going to talk about that here in a minute. But there's a lot of things like that I don't have. I don't even have an intro video on YouTube. My banner art I think my banner art's cute because it says Majestic Channel Art on it. It's ridiculous. I haven't set up stuff with SoundGamer yet, and that's by the way, that's in the works. Just so everybody knows, things are turned out a little better with that. We're going to start doing some multiplayer stuff with 7 Days, and probably taking some requests there too. And then I'll be able to get a server that we can play 7 Days or whatever else we were wanting to do. I need to start putting my social stuff in my descriptions. I'm going to start doing that. I'd like to let people request to add me to Steam. A few of you have, and it's actually been really cool. I've appreciated that. I like talking to you guys. You all know that I'm streaming, or not just streaming, but recording a lot. So, you know, you understand when I'm like in game and I don't respond. So that's cool. It's really cool. I love having interaction with you guys. I think it's fantastic. I love it when you guys answer my questions. Like the Worm Man, Bailey, Max, Sound Gamer, DJ Quad. Who else? Those are just the ones off the top of my head right now. Oh, D-Lord Payne. Those are the guys recently that were in the streams. That's why I remember the most. We had so much fun, guys. Like, hilarious. It was just hilarious. Like, you should totally join us. Anyway, on that note, though, there's a lot of things I want to improve, and I want to slowly do that. If anybody wants to contribute to that, whether it be if you've got some talents and you want to help me with a little bit of the art, that would be great. I'm not gonna openly just solicit that to everybody, I guess, but I like people to be part of the channel, and really it's a time constraint for me, because I could spend more time pulling in art, doing some better things, but it's just kind of a time sink that I don't have, that I could be recording. And I know it's kind of like, but you're recording, can't you just stop and do that? Maybe, I don't know. But then I'm not putting out content. I'm more worried about babying stuff around. But on that note of streaming, of uploading videos, I've realized that if I stream and I want to show it on YouTube, it's going to be one of two things. It's going to be a big block that's unedited. And that's just the way it's going to be, right? It's easier for me. It really is. I'm not going to lie about that. I'm not going to get around it. It's time. I'm probably never going to do, well, not never's not right, because I did it once. I'm probably not going to do like highlight reel. I did it once when I started playing Skyrim again, because it was hilarious, and I died so many times in a row. It was just really funny. So I'm probably not going to do that, but I really need to actually record locally, because what I'm doing right now is I'm letting Twitch just handle it, and it doesn't do a good job. I mean, it does fine, and it imports fine, but it doesn't do what I need. Which I need to go in, I need to cut out the dead moments and things like that, which, I'm just going to be honest, any way I can streamline the process, I've just stuck with. You know, if I don't have to do that, and I can just throw it in there and people can just be a part of it, that's great. For me personally, I actually like watching videos that were originally on Twitch that don't cut anything out. The little lulls and stuff like that, I can just scrub ahead if I want to or whatever. But I know a lot of people don't like that. I don't have like an intro. I don't have an outro. So there's all these things that are like polish, right? They're polish on really good channels that I don't have a full grasp of. In my mind, I like to think I'm a decent guy that has an okay voice and just loves to play video games. And that's it. And I love hanging out with you guys. So that's my top priority, right? You know, family first, this is second. Well, family, job, then this, obviously, because, you know, I gotta eat. Do I? So yeah. And then, so that's kind of what I've been mulling over. Part of me feels like the quality of the videos they could be a little better, and you guys would appreciate that a little bit more. But I just kind of don't entirely know how to grab that yet. So there's going to be a bit of learning, so just bear with me. The other thing that I haven't set up yet is donations on Twitch. A lot of people will put a PayPal account on Twitch. I have one. I'm not going to beat around the bush. It's always been a goal of mine to make a little bit of money doing this. For two reasons. One, I'm an industrious kind of person. I like to do things myself. I like to get stuff done. We've kind of gone into the realm of this is no longer channel news and it's more about me. So if you're not interested, just cut out. I'm probably not going to go over too much more that's directly with the channel besides this a little bit. There we go. Ever since I've been growing up, I've always wanted to do what I love and make money doing it. And that's just all there is to it. So I know that the chances of doing it on YouTube are not terribly high. But I enjoy it enough to keep doing it regardless. Otherwise, I wouldn't be here. Otherwise, I wouldn't be talking to you guys. So on that note, with Twitch, soon I'm probably going to put a donation button on there, and I'll just let people do whatever they want with it, to be honest with you. I do have some goals. I have some things that it would go to, which is highly recommended. It's not just recommended, it's like, in some cases, you actually have to tell PayPal if you get certain donations, like what it's going to. Like, there's a limit. Man, the things I've had to research in the last couple of weeks have been kind of funny. You know, and it makes me think about, if you guys want a good Let's Player of like Skyrim and Fallout, go look up Gopher. He is awesome. And he actually talks about this at some point. About a year or so ago, he had to make a decision. He worked as a programmer or an engineer, something along those lines, right? And he had to make a decision. Him and his significant other were going to have a kid, and he wanted to put work on hold and push his channel. But his viewership, he's like, I have to at least like double or triple my viewership to make enough money to make it worth my time. And that's an interesting statement, but if you just think about it for a minute, you know, a lot of us have houses, we have bills, we have school loans, we have a million other things, and a lot of us have families. And he was about to have a little, I think it was a baby girl. I mean, it's either a girl or boy. I'm only 50-50, so I'm shooting for girl. And he basically told everybody, I don't know what I'm going to do. A couple months later, he said, I talked about it with my significant other, and we're just doing it. So he quit working. He saved up a little bit. He saved up enough, I think, to push for like 8 months or something like that, and to see if he could make his channel grow. He made it his full-time job. He put like 40 to 60 hours a week into it, and he's been terribly, terribly successful. There's my cat. You might be able to hear him. Come here, Leroy. Come on, buddy. But for me, personally, you know, I'm a family guy. I want to take care of them first. Sorry, I keep making that face. I feel like this throat is killing me. So my money obviously goes to that, but I have tons of debt. Going to school is expensive, and that's where my debt came from. It's kind of the plight of the U.S. education system right now, is that it costs so terribly much just to get a bachelor's degree. And I made some kind of dumb decisions in choosing schools, but that's a topic for another day. A rant for another day that I can definitely do. And on that note, anybody that is thinking about going to school, if you want to know more about that, we should do a live stream or something and chat through this stuff, because there's a lot of pitfalls that you can avoid. But anyway, that's here nor there. That's a side note. I'm getting on a bit of a tangent. I'm ranting at this point, or rambling at this point. Anyway, so my goal is I need to improve my computer a little bit so I can handle some more stuff. I just ordered a new power supply that I've been complaining about forever. And I also found out that my USB problem is a hardware problem, and I ordered a new USB. Basically, it's a card, it's a hub, and it will control things separately from my computer. So I'm going to be in a better situation. It wasn't as expensive as I thought it would be, so that's great. Excuse me. So yeah, and with myself, I've been working. Some of you guys know I'm a contractor, so my contract ends at the end of October. So there's that. Kind of a new industry for me with advertising and things like that. I've been doing that for less than a year. It's been very fun. I was with games before that, and then I worked for university before that. So kind of jumped around with careers and things along those lines. So again, back to this point, I'd love the channel to grow. So one of my goals, I think, would be I want to hit 500 subscribers on YouTube. And the way I want to go about doing that is offering a little bit better videos and teaming up with other YouTubers. You know, I've talked about doing stuff with Sound Gamer, and that's going to help quite a bit, because I think he has a great personality, and he's a lot of fun to play with. He's fun! So there's that. I've reached out to a few different streamers and YouTubers to see if they want to do some collaborative work. I haven't heard back from them yet, but there's a handful of people that I think I could really get along with. And heck, throw some stuff out in the comments if you think there's anybody that would be really interesting to do. Now, a lot of people have told me too, hey, Night Ghost, you don't play terribly popular games. And it's true. I play Skyrim. Skyrim is ancient, really. It has a solid community around it because of the modding. And that's why I play it. I love it. I love to mod it. I think it's amazing. You know, we could probably look. I wonder, does it tell you when a game has been released? Probably should. I don't know, guys. Let's see. Yeah, 2011. Game's almost 3 years old. In the gaming world, that's ancient. So I play an old game. I played Minecraft. I stopped playing Minecraft, so I don't get the viewership from there anymore. Which really wasn't that strong, to be honest. Just to be completely honest, it wasn't that strong. And then I play, you know, alpha games that half or more of the viewership of YouTube have no idea even exist. But I do it because I love them. They're great. They're great, fun games. They make me... I enjoy playing them. They make me happy. And it makes me happy to see the smaller community around it. I think as they push closer to beta builds and closer to gold releases, they will be more popular, and I want to be in that boat of guys that were early adopters. I think it's fun. It's part of the process of development, and it's just neat. So that's kind of why I play what I play. Some of the more popular games that I'm gonna, well, at least one is we're gonna get Civ Beyond Earth, and I'm gonna play that. A lot of people don't like it. It's turn-based. It's strategy. I don't care. It's a fun game. It's freaking awesome. Maybe you think you don't like it. Maybe you will. I don't know. So anyway, I'm going to quit rambling. This is 20 minutes. Holy cow. Yammer, yammer, yammer. The point is, I want to get more organized with the channel. Not just to make it more popular, but just for my own peace of mind. So I've got my schedule. We've got Monday through Sunday kind of figured out. There's a couple days that are a little loose in there. But anyway, so that's my goal. I do appreciate everybody's support recently. We have had new subscribers. Right at this moment, we are at 311. And we lost a few subscribers because of my bit of a Twitch fiasco of just uploading all those 15-minute ones, and the sub notifications came out, and people were just like, no, unsubscribe. And that's exactly what they did. So I get it, I understand, and no hard feelings on that. That was a mistake on my part. So anyway, thanks everybody for joining. I appreciate it. This was a long one. I don't know if you like long ones or chats like this. I have thought about doing a couple things, like some life lesson things that I've learned, because I honestly believe that, you know, there's no sense in other people making the same mistakes we've made, so that I've made. So if you're interested in stuff like that, let me know. So with that being said, I'm going to... I've got a new setup, so I'm like have to look down and figure out what's going on. With that being said, I'm going to jump off here, and let's see, what is it? It's Tuesday night. I am going to do some recording. So thanks everybody for joining. I appreciate it, and I'll see you guys next.